Okay. So the first thing we have to realize and understand in deliverance, okay, in deliverance, you have to have no fear.
You want to see that?
Okay? Now, I know that sounds kind of crazy, because let me tell you something. There is no textbook way of any kind of deliverance. You can see one deliverance 1 week, and next week you'll see something totally different, and the week after that you see something else totally different, okay? Now, when I say no fear, what I'm saying when I talk about you can have no fear, or God has to prepare you before you go into a deliverance setting, okay? Just like in the military. If you have no training, if you have no knowledge, sit on the back row. Just sit on the back row and be through it. You know, under your breath, Lord, don't let nothing touch me. Lord, don't let nothing look up to me. Lord, there's nothing home with me that I didn't bring for myself. Okay? All right? Because if there's fear, if you show fear, then you are already defeated then. Because that's what the devil feeds on, is fear. All right? So now let's look at Luke 4:33. Because let me tell you something. Here's the thing about this. There are some people who are not ever going to believe that demons are real. There are some people that are not going to believe that spirits are real. Okay? So what you have to do is make sure you've got the word. You don't have to argue with anybody about deliverance. When you take them to the word argues for itself, for lack of a better word. Okay? So at Luke chapter 4, beginning at verse 33. Are we there?
Faith that you believe you have the power and you know that you have it. Where Salem's Lot, where he comes up against this vampire, and you know his priest is going to try to, you know, he's got the cross and he's shaking, you know, and it's kind of like, because he knows his past and all of these demons, if you will, you know. He knows he doesn't have the faith. So even though he's saying all the right words, he doesn't even believe what he's saying.
Exactly.
Both of you can firecracker rap?
When you talk about having power and authority, again, using the analogy of the police officer. Now, dude comes in all his get-up, and we honor and recognize him as the police officer that he is. If all of a sudden we see somebody coming in to try and rob the place, and he hiding behind us, like,
Right.
dude, give me that gun. You know, you are a disgrace. Exactly. You are a disgrace to the uniform.
Thank you.
Okay? So that goes back to this, that it goes back to, you have to know. You have to have faith in knowing that what God has put inside of you, you're able to defeat, you're able to withstand, you're able to pray your way through no matter what comes to you, okay? If you don't have that in your mind, you're defeated straight out the gate. Okay? Now, here we go. Luke 4, beginning at verse 33, and it says, Now in the synagogue there was a man who had a spirit of an unclean demon. And he cried out with a loud voice, saying, Let us alone. What have we to do with you, Jesus of Nazareth? Let's stop right there. A spirit knows Jesus. Okay?
Spirit.
The spirit, it could be the chief demon, it could be the chief dude, it could be the stronghold. That thing knows Jesus. Okay? It says, saying, Let us alone. What have we to do with you, Jesus of Nazareth? Did you come to destroy us? I know who you are, the Holy One of God. But Jesus rebuked him, saying, Be quiet and come out of him. And when the demon had thrown him in their midst, it came out of him and did not hurt him. Now, when it says right here, and when the demon had thrown him, that means the person that the spirit was in threw that person across the room or threw him down. Okay? It can happen. I have seen it. Okay? All right? And then it says, it came out of him and did not hurt him. Then they were all amazed and spoke among them, saying, What word is this? Here's the key. For with authority and power he commands the unclean spirits, and they come out. That is where you have authority and power. If you don't spend time with God, do not fool yourself thinking you got some authority, let alone some power. Okay? Jesus wept is a wonderful scripture. Don't get me wrong, but trust me, you're going to need just a little bit more. Okay? If God has called you to be a part of a deliverance ministry, let me tell you something else. Now, don't fool yourself. You may not think that you're not a part of deliverance ministry, but God can always pick you out to help and deliver.
Right. Right.
Okay?
Oh, Lord. That's what I first repented on. That's the song right there.
Okay? You may not have been called to deliverance ministry, but God can still choose you to help minister deliverance. Okay? Yeah, just kind of kick that myth right out the gate. Right? Okay, here we go. Let's go to our book, chapter 1. I was looking at the last sentence in that first paragraph. It says, in this sense, a Christian could never be demon-possessed. He could not be owned by demons because he is owned by Christ. That scripture after that says, for as much as you know that were you not redeemed with corruptible things as silver and gold, but with the precious blood of Jesus, with the precious